was always kind of like a whiskey and Coke kind of guy. Keep in mind, I'm one of your biggest fans. Have you ever smoked? I'm stoned AF right now. What do you think about Mitch Lucker, the lead singer of Suicide Silence? Same answer as before, no. But what do you think about Mitch Lucker? I don't know anything about Suicide Silence, so I don't know anything about Mitch Lucker. Yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you, but no. Interested to see Megan. Unfortunately, after they just announced that it was PG-13, I kind of lost all interest because I saw the trailer and I was like, so basically Child's Play 2019 with a girl doll? And the only part about that trailer that has gone viral to where everybody keeps talking about it is when she's doing like the little dance moves and shit and doing a little jig when she's holding the machete, and so everybody's like, what the fuck is this? But it could have been a really goofy, wild, rated R bloodbath, but unfortunately PG-13, I'm like, okay, so it's probably not going to be all that memorable. And unfortunately, that looks like that's going to be my birthday movie, because it comes out the weekend of after my birthday. I always get fucked. January birthdays, man. What was your time management strategy making videos back when you had other job? What are some qualities of other YouTubers you admire? Example, Uncle Sean. I admire you for honesty, humor, and workflow. I don't admire nothing about none of those other fools. I'm just kidding. What was your time management strategy? Treat it like a job. Treat it like it was my side job. I would work. I would come home. I would shower. I would change. I would come in here. I would try to record, or if I had a weekend where we weren't doing something, I would try to record 2 or 3 videos during the weekend and just edit them throughout the week, but always have something that I'm working on. I always try to get something done. Even if I'm really exhausted, I would come in and just do a thumbnail or something. I always feel like I've accomplished something. And so I pretty much just did it like that. What are some qualities of other YouTubers you admire? Uncle Sean. So for the longest time, I always admired Uncle Sean's ability to kind of experiment and try new things. Like, we started around the same time, but he was the one experimenting with live streams and experimenting with podcasts and the movie trivia shows. And I was just kind of keeping it basic and trying to figure out the small stuff. And he was always kind of shooting for the stars. But I also admire the fact that Sean, which I have the same principle, he's never let his status change him. He's never let the fact that he's, multiple 100,000 subscribers look down on the little guy. If somebody that has 15 subscribers asks him to do a collab or something like that, as long as he has the time, he'll probably do it. I've seen him do it numerous times with smaller channels. And so that's something that I always kind of practice myself too. I can't stand it when people or channels get to a certain point and then they only acknowledge those that are above a certain benchmark. Like there was somebody I saw on Twitter and they were asking like, hey, so this is a channel that had like a couple million subscribers. They're like, hey, who do you think's what's an underrated channel that you think needs more attention? And they named a channel that has a few million subscribers. And I was just like, what the fuck? They don't need your help. How about you watch some of the channels that are up and coming or a couple of years old or whatever and throw a little bone to those guys. And so I always try to view people just as people, not as a subscriber number. And a lot of my best friends, a lot of people that I like working with the most, don't have a ton of subscribers, but I don't care. I don't see them as a number. I just see them as people that I enjoy, people that I like and respect. So I always try to remember where I came from. I always try to make sure that I maintain the ability to help out people the way that would have been invaluable to me when I was starting out, and not ever let a number change me. That's something that I see a lot of in Uncle Sean. As far as qualities of other YouTubers, I love CP's stubborn ability to edit the fuck out of any video, to where anything that he does, he's got to make it ready to submit to a film festival. I admire Ryan's tenacity. He's always he picks these things that he wants to go die on the hill for, and that motherfucker will die bloody on that hill. And so there's a lot of things about a lot of YouTubers and friends that I really admire. Too much to get into right now, but hopefully I answered your question.
some of his win now. Look, this is Hell in a Cell. The hurting has only just begun.
Is the Batman Taking Over Winter Soldier is your favorite comic book film? I don't know. Too early to tell. It's close. Has the potential to. Can you see Half-Life game, movie, even a horror twist? Half-Life is another one where I think would work better as a TV series. I only have experience playing Half-Life 2, so I don't know how simple Half-Life 1 is in the story. But Half-Life 2, I could see a good 8-episode series getting made out of that game, because there's a lot of different things going on. But Half-Life is one. Shit, I just want another fucking game. Where's Half-Life 3? What the fuck?
He'll take things into the ring.
Half-Life is like the Eddie Murphy of video games. They're on top and they just fucking disappear. Dylan, thank you so much. Hey, Long Island Iced Tea. That's a good one too. That is a good one. But it has to be made correctly, because I have had some delicious Long Island Iced Tea. Dangerously delicious. Where you don't even realize you're getting fucked up. You're just like, ooh, this is good. And I have had some ass Long Island Iced Teas where I can't even drink more than a sip of it. I'm like, I'm done, dude, fuck this up. You would love A Clockwork Orange, that stars Malcolm McDowell as the main character who played Loomis in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Those movies aren't the best, but he was the best one of them. Yeah, I'm aware of Clockwork Orange. One of those movies I haven't had the time or haven't taken the time to watch. I'm one of those guys, like, you have that meme out there where, you know, I have all these movies behind me, and there's probably 100 or more that I have not seen that I have bought. And anytime I have time to watch whatever I want, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to grab a movie I've already seen 20 times versus something new. I'm just one of those guys. You think physical media will become more of a niche market like vinyl? I know John Cambia stopped doing disc years ago. I switched for convenience. I don't know. I think that it seems like there's so much passion out there for physical media that I don't think it's ever going to go the way of vinyl, because vinyl basically went away for a long time and only started to come back over maybe the past 10 years. But I don't think physical media is ever really going to go away. It's going to slow down. You're going to get smaller spaces in stores. It might go exclusively online at some point. But when you have companies like Arrow, Shout Factory, and like that are just putting so much time and energy into these physical media sets, that I don't think it's ever going to go away. Niche, that might be an appropriate word, but yeah. As a Friday the 13th fanatic, it makes me very happy to see how much you've grown to love the final chapter, one of the best slashers of all time. Yeah, I've always liked that one, but here recently, that's the one that, when I think of Friday the 13th, now my mind automatically goes to that one. Hey Cody, congrats on 100K, recently signed up for your Patreon. Hell yeah! Pearl was my favorite of the year. Any plans to do a commentary on that? Maybe. Because we did an X commentary, so maybe we'll get CP and Ruby back together and do Pearl too. It's a good idea. I'll keep that idea in mind, actually. Your editing skills are amazing. Thank you so much. I try. My birthday is the 10th, so I'm with you. At least Scream 2022 was good. Yeah, that was like the only time where I was like, holy shit, a good movie for my birthday. Weird that once in a while I'll get a movie where it's like one of those layover Oscar movies where they're releasing it in the beginning of the year just because of Oscar consideration. Once in a great while I'll get one of those, but 9 times out of 10 I get some bullshit horror movie or some bullshit movie. I'm just like, fuck, man, really? Like every year for my birthday I'm just like, You think Joel Schumacher gets too much crap for Batman and Robin? Counting The Lost Boys, he has done some fantastic movies. Absolutely. He's done a lot of really good movies. 8mm, Flatliners, Falling Down, A Time to Kill, and The Lost Boys, of course. He's done a lot of awesome movies. But yeah, Batman and Robin, for whatever reason, is what everybody always attributes to him. And, like, he can't make a movie to save his life because he made that one movie. He's definitely underappreciated.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really.
Have you seen the Death Battle with Jason versus Michael Myers? I have no idea what that is. Is that like a fan film?
And now the most dangerous area inside the cell.
Hey, Cody, I know you have a shirt for every video, so my question is, how many shirts do you have, and how big is your closet? Much love. I got a ton of t-shirts. I don't necessarily have a new one for every video, but I do. I love Fright Rags. I've become a really big fan here lately of Cavity Colors and Gutter Garbs and even Terror Threads. And so whenever I see an awesome new horror shirt, it's like an addiction. I just have it. So, yeah, I've got a ton of t-shirts. I actually just recently took a whole bunch of them that don't fit anymore, ones that have shrunk over time, and I'm going to have to give those away. So, yeah, I have a ton of them.
Are these superstars even aware of the peril they're in?
I think they have blinders on, Saxton. I don't think they're completely aware of their surroundings. They just have tunnel vision for each other. Paying it right back with a reversal.
Am I caught up? Holy shit.
We've seen some battles up in the cell.
Tying caught up. Man, feels weird. I don't often get caught up past all the super chats. And as soon as I said that. Don't forget Schumacher made Batman Forever. He actually made a decent Batman movie. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Can't believe you haven't played Half-Life 1. It's one of the best games ever made. Yeah, I just missed that one. I missed the boat on it. By the time Half-Life 2 came out, I couldn't find a copy of Half-Life 1 to play. I think it was mostly on PC for the part of the reason. I never had a good PC growing up. And Half-Life 2 I fucking loved. I bought that for the original Xbox when it came out, and I beat that game so many times. But yeah, I missed the first one. You gonna do episode reviews for Yellowstone this season? No, I probably won't do any videos on Yellowstone. It's a really good show, but I don't see those videos succeeding very well on my channel. TV stuff tends to not do all that well, with the exception of sometimes Chucky and Dexter. And everybody got really angry. They're like, oh, this guy's angry too. Congrats on 100K subs. I've been watching ever since your original ranking of the TCM movies. I was always a huge fan of you. Will you ever review the rest of the Romero the Dead movies? I will. That's the only review series that's still kind of left hanging. I only had 2 left, I think.
He's on top of the cell now. Why is he on top of the cell?
That's one of the things that I'm thinking about for this year is having some themed months. I really want to have a vampire and werewolf month and then a zombie month. So if I do that, if I go forward with that idea on zombie month, I'll probably do like the original or the remake of Dawn of the Dead and a couple of the movies I haven't reviewed yet, and then finish up the Romero of the Dead to do a ranking. Do you speed run any video games? Not really. The only times really that I speed run something is if I'm trying to get a platinum trophy. Like when I was playing Resident Evil Village when it first came out, I beat that game like 7 times in a row. So after the second or third time I beat it, I mean, I was able to just fly through it. And when I was trying to get the platinum for Resident Evil 2 and 3, same thing. I could speed run through Resident Evil 3 in about an hour. So it's not really something that I like to have a hobby of doing or I do any videos for, but only when I'm in trophy.
Wow, how did Triple H survive that?
Nothing can keep
Favorite
the game
thumbnail
down
you
when
made
he's
for a
this
video.
determined.
I was really proud of that ranking the timelines thumbnail that I made a couple weeks ago for Halloween. I thought that one turned out really well. I think that whole thing was scratched with timeline and poster markers and everything. So yeah, once in a while I come up with one where I'm like, damn, that was
The Hell in a Cell matches never disappoint, guys, but this one falls right into the legendary
Do you think
category.
Halloween Ends will age well with time? Well, only time will tell. I think it's going to be one of those movies that once people calm down on it, I think that the people that are hailing it as this masterpiece are going to chill out on it a bit. Be like, you know what, it's good, but it's not, it doesn't stick with me as much as the others. And the people that are like ready to sacrifice people to the fucking altar for how bad it is are going to chill out and be like, okay, it's not necessarily for me, but it's not like ruining my life. But yeah, it's going to be one that I think over time will have a little bit of a cult following to it, but it'll always be one of those controversial movies in the franchise. Do you think we'll get any more Uncharted games? I would be shocked if we don't. I mean, that's a really, really high-profile, very successful franchise, so I would be shocked if they had no plans to do any more. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get any more with Nathan Drake, but I thought that The Lost Legacy was an awesome game, and that they could carry on the franchise very easily with the side characters, in my opinion. When is your next MCU ranking? That's how I got into your channel, and I would love to hear opinions on the newer stuff as well as any newer thoughts on the older stuff. I have one planned for the 13th. That's the weekend that Wakanda Forever comes out. And yeah, I don't know. I plan to do a ranking on the movies for sure. I don't think I'm going to include